No?
I'm not seeing it.
We are no longer slaves
Oh.
to sin, because he says that do you continue sinning now that the grace is by no means. What is the endangering rule that is crucified when we accept the death sentence of the gospel? Mr. and Mrs. and two things that needs to die. Flesh and self. Yes, true.
Flesh and self.
Do you know this? Are they not the same?
What is the difference between flesh and self?
The flesh is this one. The self is that one which I call me.
Me, self.
Yeah.
The nature, this old nature is called flesh. And death to self is that I, me. You know the flesh can die, but we have to kill self on a daily basis.
I, me, and myself.
Yes. Yeah.
The flesh.
And what is the truth that sets us free? The Lord sets you free. You're free indeed. I'm a child of God. Yes, I am. The truth that sets me free. That's chapter 10, page 111. And 112.
The spirit of life.
And none of the spirit.
No, the spirit of life.
In Christ Jesus. Why must our victory in Christ begin with a death sentence?
Victory in Christ. Begin with the death sentence. So you die and believe. So you die and believe.
This is the starting of death. This is the death point. Yeah.
It's there.
Death, the starting point to die in Christ. If you don't die in Christ, then you don't get the victory. Because this is like there are two masters. You can't serve two masters. You can't serve the self and at the same time serve Christ.
It's very Christ. Die.
Are we okay? Are we together? Why is it important to understand the legal facts of the gospel? Why do we need to understand the legal facts of the gospel?
Because in ignorance we not appropriate it.
Say that again.
Okay. Why is it important to understand? Because if we are ignorant, we will be like those slaves. Yeah. We appropriate that truth, those facts. Where is that in this book?
It is page 116.
You know. But we should no longer be slave to sin.
Yeah. When you recognize the death sentence of the gospel, appropriate it and submit your life to it. In John 16.
But when you actually,
When you understand
when you are broken,
and submit your life to it.
yeah. When you are broken, submit. And will be members.
So what is the difference between the gospel given by God and human gospels? The difference between the gospel of men and the gospel by God and humans.
The gospel of God is the fruit to work. I believe the gospel doesn't change me. Or the gospel of God gives life. And the gospel of human gospel doesn't.
The gospel of God calls people to life, but the gospel of men, bounds them and gives them life and gives them what they are self and fresh light.
Oh,
Yeah.
prosper.
Is obeying the New Testament commands the fruit of the new life or the means by which we enter it?
That means by which we enter.
The means by which we enter.
No, the fruits.
Obedience.
It's the fruit.
It's the fruit. Yeah.
It's obeying.
Because number one is the means, right? We die and a means to enter.
Yeah. And then we obey to
As
be
a means.
conductive to
Yes,
bear fruit.
Like number one.
Which number?
Because number one.
Yeah. We can get back to number one.
Just if you go up. When you say something like,
Which number?
why must our victory in Christ begin with a death sentence? Number
Yeah.
4.
Yeah.
Because that's the way we enter.
And then you keep him in obedience.
Okay, read that, so that number 7 again is obeying the New Testament commands.
Is it the fruit of the new life or the means by which we enter it?
No, it's a fruit.
Yeah.
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 We
So-
do it because we are there already.
Yeah. It's a product.
Number 8, according to what we learned in our lecture, how is information different from an instruction?
Information. Instruction. Maybe.
Information they know.
Yeah, it helps us to know. Instruction.
I think it's like instruction. If we obey instruction, then it is in our own mind to do it. But when we the information is in what Christ has done and can do and will do in our lives.
Because the information, remember, it is there.
Yeah.
So it is laid there. It is made clear for us to get that information. But the instructions are the commands. Yeah, to do, to follow to the letter.
What you give us.
And number 9, list at least 2 things necessary for our salvation that were purchased on the cross.
This at least one thing is necessary for salvation.
What did Jesus purchase for us on the cross?
Freedom. Victory. Victory against the flesh.
Freedom from condemnation.
I'll be able to read that from page 119 through page 122 and
119.
then, but you will not read it now, you can do it when we get to answer that. Then number 10, are the commands of the gospel given to those who want to be saved or to those who are already saved? Who receives the
To those already
commands?
saved.
Yeah. Yeah.
To those already saved.
Sindio? Because those people that are still in prison, people that are still in slavery.
The message for them was repent.
God has made provision for us to live in holiness and righteousness. Name at least 2 of the fears He has provided deliverance from. God has made provision for us to live in holiness and righteousness. Name at least 2 of the fears He has provided us deliverance from. That's chapter 12, page 134.
From sin.
Consideration to sin.
Let's
To destroy the power of sin in us and to deliver us from slavery to sin. That's page 134.
Power of sin and the slavery to sin.
Yeah. Then our victory does not come from prayers, fastings, or spiritual disciplines. Do you feel this statement is true or false?
It's false.
Hmm?
It's false.
Really?
Yeah.
Our victory does not come from prayers, fasting, or spiritual disciplines. Is that true?
No. Our victory does
Why?
not come. It's true.
Does it come from prayers and
That's the
fastings and
statement is
spiritual
true.
disciplines?
That
No.
statement is true.
Why is it true?
Because it doesn't come from God.
It's like that twisted word.
It doesn't because it
Prayer,
doesn't
fasting,
come.
and not doing it. Those are just routines.
Oh, that is the law.
Yeah, so
Those are
it's
the things
true,
that
right?
man does.
Yeah.
So it is
not,
true.
it is
The
true,
statement
yes.
is true.
So those are the things that man does, and nothing that we can do that can do what? Can give us victory. Nothing, it's not by our own works. It's by the grace of God that
That
we are
cannot.
saved and that we get
Cannot.
victory. Yeah.
Negates.
But there are some people that think that their victories comes
Yeah.
from prayers and fastings, and that's why they keep on that. They keep on praying, they keep on fasting, they keep on, those spiritual disciplines, all of them. I think there were 12 or 13 spiritual disciplines. There are a good number of them.
The spiritual disciplines.
Mhm.
The
The
celebration.
serious submission, the discipline of
Service.
service, the discipline of prayer, the discipline of
Study.
meditation. Yeah, all those
Celebration of
ones.
celebrations.
Mhm. We are not delivered by means of human spirituality, either our own or that of a man of God. What do you think?
We are not.
We are not.
True.
Sure.
It's true.
It's true.
Not by our efforts.
And then
Not even a man of God? How I shouldn't hear you.
By grace alone. Not by works alone.
So we can't go to our ocean.
Come on. Great.
there is no man of God that died for us.
Even Prophet Agora.
So, man of God, man of God.
No, me, I'm just a child of God.
So do you then submit to the men of God?
Yeah.
You submit to them.
Yeah, we submit, but not like they have the means to deliver.
Yes, but what has that led? What has been the result of our submitting to the men of God?
They mislead us. We see them and not the cross.
Yeah.
We come between us and the real thing.
They stand between us and God.
They're not there, we are blind.
Someday, whatever they say, that is what is done.
Yeah.
If Christ tells you, I was in college, I still remember this story. And I was praying with one of my classmates. And as we were praying and I was sharing with her, and she told me that, wait a minute, my dad has to give me the word. So I asked her, who is your dad? Yes.
Lead.
Yeah, who is your dad? His spiritual father, the bishop. So even if she feels anything that has to happen, she has to confirm it with
The dirty.
That's what happens.
So that is, in fact, it's a slavery. Because whatever they say, that is what they have been brainwashed. Yeah.
And these spiritual fathers, like in Tanzania, you must have a spiritual father. And they are so authoritative. If they tell you, marry this man,
You will.
yeah. Or whatever they say.
Sell your car, sell your land.
So thank you very much. We have come to the close of today's class. So please remember to do this is yours. Today is date 15
14.
or 14. So we will write.